It's all quiet on the Martian Front. We have a new player on the channel. He's a Ranger.
Hey, how's it going?
We got the Martians on the awesome Cigar Battle Box First Edition Fleece Mat on one of them. I have the other one, but we're doing it this way. And we got his Germans over there, and we'll go on to the Army Showcase and show what's actually in each army. Starting off with the Martian Menace, we have one Raider Trinary. No upgrades, so the Reaper Tentacles aren't there. The model just looks better with them. However, the second Trinary is where all of the army is, or most of it. We've taken our upgrade to link power and points to take the Scout. No Reaper Tentacles, again, looks better with them. The Grenadier, and then a Slaver, no upgraded on the blasters, so that's actually its heat ray, custom, modded to be on the tentacle like in the movies and the books. And then on all the drones, we have one heat ray drone Trinary, one Raven drone Trinary, and then 3 Lobototon drone Trinaries. Because the Slaver lets you bring 3, the Scout you get to bring 1, and the Grenadier you get to bring 1. And that is 149 points of Martians. And we have the Germans, proper German models. These are Rangers. So Ranger, what are you running today?
I have a infantry company with a veteran upgrade and a command staff upgrade.
So does the veteran upgrade apply to the HQ then?
Yes, and it just gives me a command point, I believe. Doesn't really do anything.
And I love the fact he's executing Lobototon there.
Yeah, and he is riding around at a command A7V.
So we grabbed a Great War Leader token for it.
And then to the left there, we have a squad of infantry. They just all have Stratoforkettes, which is an anti-tank rocket, basically. Behind them is an additional squad that I paid for that have flamethrowers. And behind them are the Oberschließen tanks. They're just running the cannon version, no autocannon on that. And to the left, they've got the 21-centimeter mortars.
Yeah, I'm scared of those. Those are big guns.
Very, very big guns. And finally, on the far right there, I just have a standard squad of 3.7-centimeter A7Vs.
Excellent. And that is 150 points exactly?
Yep, it is, yeah. 150 on the nose, I believe.
Excellent. And then we will head back to the game.
All right.
Ranger forgot one, platoon? Squad?
I forgot an infantry, or cavalry squad.
So we went ahead and threw in one more Oberschließen with the Autokanonen.
Yeah, the same point cost, so still 150 even.
Yep. So he's got his Oberschließens there. 1 squad, 2 squad, 3 squads with the 21-centimeter mortars. Mm-hmm. 3 of his A7Vs. Do they all have infantry in them?
One of them is empty.
Okay. And then his commander over there in his A7V. Martians, we have 3 Raider tripods. We have the other tri-link with the other 3 tripods with all my Lobototons, my heat ray drones, and my Raven drones. A couple things we're going to do. Just looked at the rules. The Raven drones lost fly from the last video I did, which is really stupid. They have hover now, and the hover drones lost hover, which I think is a mistake. So we're going to play with these guys as if they still have fly. If that is not correct, please leave a comment down below, so we can try and either get that FAQ'd or fixed. For those of you who are wondering how I did my red weed templates, that's red berry moss off of Amazon, off of just some templates I made out of dollar store placemats. But the scenario we're doing is trap. Boom, right there. So our first objective there, and objective there. So we have to capture an objective. The way we win is someone runs up to the objective, has to roll a die. They have to stay there the whole turn. So on a 7+, they would get the objective. The other 2 disappear. But if it's not the objective, that one disappears, and then we have to move on to the next objective. And then whoever gets the objective then has to flee off the table edge, and then they win. But if the unit dies, the objective is dropped, and then somebody else has to run up and grab it. And with that, we are going to roll with initiative. So I have +1 because I have tripods. Right. Now, do you spend command? Can you spend command points or command points to increase your initiative if you want?
I don't know if I can. I'm not sure. Is that I haven't read that.
I thought it was in one of the German orders.
Could be. I don't remember reading that.
Okay, we're going to look at that real quick.
All right.
So it's on page 35 under the initiative orders. He can spend command tokens or command points, or order tokens, command points, whatever they're called, to increase his initiative, and he can do it after the dice roll. But you're not going to do that, right?
Probably not.
All right. So, right there. I roll a 5. You roll an 8. So you gain initiative, so you get to move first?
Well, I get to pick a unit.
Activate a unit, yes.
Yeah.
And then you can give it 2 orders, or not orders. Actually, do you want to order now?
Yeah, I'm going to drop my tokens around. And I don't think you say what the order is until you activate them.
Correct.
So go ahead and drop a couple orders around. I've got radios on my commander, so
I think you get 1 free for winning the initiative too.
yes, you do.
It's maximum. It's not maximum effort. It's
I think it's yeah, it is maximum effort.
maximum effort.
Yeah. You get a free maximum effort, and then I don't think you have to deploy that one in command range. You can just give it to whoever you want.
Correct.
So I'm going to give it to the Oberschlesians.
Okay.
And then, let's see, what do I want to do? I will give these A7Vs over here an order, and I'll give the Morcers an order, and that's all I'm going to do for orders.
Okay. And he's got a stack of command tokens or order tokens. Excuse me.
I'll put a D6 next to the Oberschlesians to
There you go.
mark
Yep, that works. So now you get to activate a unit, and you get to move,
Yes.
or shoot, or dig in, or rally, or assault.
Right, so I will go ahead and go with the squad of infantry I've got over here. They've got a move of...
Do they have radios?
They do not know.
Okay, they don't. Okay, because I believe the radios on infantry slowed them down.
Yeah, so it would slow down my commander, but he's in a tank.
Yeah, it doesn't slow down the tank.
Yeah, so I'm just going to move these infantry 6 inches, kind of pushing them out towards the building here.
Yep.
And they're going to dig in. That's it.
Excellent. I lost my unit cards. All right, so that means I'll move next as soon as I find... There they are. This is a little bit interesting with an I go, you go. Because the movement... Actually, you know what? We'll do movement off camera, and if there's any going to be shooting or anything special, we'll turn the camera back on for it. Sound good, Ranger?
Good call.
In the middle of movement, he moves his Oberschlesians up. He used his double time, or what's the command called?
Maximum effort.
Maximum effort. So he moved twice, and he has those 2 tanks in range and line of sight of my scout.
All right.
So he's going to pop a shot.
Yeah, so I'm going to fire the 5.7 centimeter first. Just
Okay.
one shot on that.
That
And
is a 6.
what is your...
My defense is 8. But
so-
I also have woods in the way, so it would go up to 9.
So that is going to miss, and then I've got the autocannon in the front. He's got 3 shots.
Yep.
And then he has a machine gun as well, which we'll get to in a second.
I see 6, 3, and what?
And a 2, so
Okay, nope.
none of those hit. And here we go with the machine gun, which is rapid fire 2.
7 and 1. Nope, still miss.
All right, a lot of nothing.
Yeah. That's why I really like the scout. Oh, and for the viewers, the scout did his targeting beam on the Panzer A7Vs. The Panzer Kampfwagens, A7Vs.
Yeah, whatever.
That was his only thing. He had no one else in range. Now he targets in range, but he's already gone. So I'm going to go back to... I think you're all done, right?
Yep, that's it for the Germans.
So the Germans have all activated, so now I'm going to finish activating my last 3 units of Martians, and I'm probably going to have some shoe sync with my Grenadier. Okay, I did all of my movement. I've got some shooting. My Raiders are moving up to hopefully take that objective and screw Ranger over. But we had to spend a bunch of time looking up rules because I forgot what barrage does. So he's going to fire his guided barrage onto the A7Vs. So I have to hit a 10. I have to hit, roll for each one, so as the dice lay. But I add +4 to this because my barrage strength is 4. So I hit 5 plus 4 is 9, or misses. 4 plus 4 is 8, misses, but the 10 hits. So I hit the center guy. My power is 2+, and we're doing the saves by the book, which is really confusing. So what's your armor?
Yeah, so my armor on the A7V is only 4.
So it's 4. So you have to roll a dice. You need to get under 4, and then you add. So go ahead and just roll the dice, and I'll explain it as we do it.
Roll right there.
So he got an 8. Well, because my power is 2, his 8 turns into a 10. So that is absolutely not under a 4.
Right.
We don't necessarily like that rule, but that's the rule, so we're going to play with the rule as is. We might in the future go back to how the rules were originally planned out, where they don't roll a save at all, and it's all on the player shooting. But for now, we're doing as written, as much as written as we can.
I'm basically rolling your wound,
Yes.
which is very weird.
Yes. It's not really a save. You're rolling my wound. Yeah, if you play 40K.
Yeah.
Or if you play like Team Yankee, he's rolling my firepower check. It's bizarre. But, so I destroyed the center A7V. And the game says you pull the model, which hurts my brain.
Well, so A7V does have a
wound chart. I'm totally. I'm
yes. So
thinking
you will roll a dice.
you will hear me argue. I could get confused a lot over like Team Yankee playing before. Okay, so I roll a dice, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've got the chart open right here.
I rolled a 5.
All right. So a 5 is the vehicle is damaged and the crew is shaken. Lose a structure point and gain a shock token.
Okay.
And I have structure point equal to 4, so I've got 3 wounds left.
Okay. And we are going to use D6s to count that. So I put a shock token on the center guy.
And 3 wounds left.
He's got 3 wounds left. All right, and then we're gonna fire the slaver. Again, I did all my movement since he had nothing left. So, grenadier shot with the targeting beam, and then the slaver has a heat ray on the lead Oberschließen with the Autokanonen. He gets cover from the woods. What's your armor? Defense.
The defense on that guy is 8.
So woods will, because he's a vehicle, gives him +1.
Or sorry, defense is 4, armor is 8. My bad. So he'll have a 5 to hit.
Oh wait, what? Oh right, Oberschließen. I'm thinking A7V.
Yeah.
So I need your hit on force.
Yes.
So it goes up to 5. I rolled a 2. Dang, and that was with the heat ray. All right, that is it for this turn.
All right.
So a couple of early on shots, only really did the 1 damage there. Now we have to go to, what's the in recovery phase? It's like removing shock tokens? Do you?
I believe you have to do things with your troops to remove shock tokens. It's an action, remove shock.
Okay.
And then there's an order to remove every shock token on your guy, I believe.
That is an order. Or you can do that instead of like moving. You give up.
Yeah, instead of moving or shooting, you could choose to remove a shock. If I
remember that correctly, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
So he'll stick with his shock.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention at the start of my turn, my grenadier was going to be my commander because I have to choose my commander every turn. But we move on to the next turn. So we would pull all our activation tokens. We'll do that off camera, and we will roll a die for initiative. I still get +1. I rolled a 4, or I rolled a 3 +1, and he rolled a 2.
And I'll go ahead and spend 2 command points then.
Okay, get your
and
go up to 4.
Get me the initiative for the turn.
Well, I rolled a 3. I get +1, so I go up to 4. If you had 2, you 4, so we tie. So we reroll.
Oh, okay. Sure, I guess. Why not? Maybe I'll go for the luck on that. Instead of spending 3, I don't want to spend 3. So
I rolled a 10.
And I rolled a 1. So that was fantastic.
That was unfortunate. So yeah, well, so that means I go first. Because I won the initiative.
Yes.
And I actually get a command point, so I'll just take one of those and put it in my pile. Oh, and I get the special command.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you won initiative. Yeah.
Double artillery. We'll do movement now.
All right, sounds good.
Early combat on turn 2. Heat ray drones move up 6, and then we're going to fire into those 2. So one guy can only see him, and the other 2 can only see him. So on the center guy, your defense is 4?
Defense 5.
Defense 5. Or
yeah, this is the Oberschließens are 4.
Okay, defense 5. So I need to roll a 5 to hit.
Yes.
I hit the center guy, and now I have my heat ray on them. My car is 2+ because it's direct fire.
Okay.
But you have to re-roll your save.
Yeah. So I have to re-roll successful saves.
Yeah.
And I have an armor of 4. So you said it was 2.
Yes. So you need to roll a 1.
All right, that is a failure.
Okay.
So you're going to get a wound through, and then go ahead and roll your wound chart.
10.
10, that's probably not good.
No.
It explodes and is destroyed. All transported or towed elements automatically take a point of damage. So, okay, so he's dead.
Yep.
And then we got to figure out what happens to the guys in there then if they take...
Let me finish shooting, and then we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
Because we'll do that off camera. So 2 more shots into that last guy, needing 5s. 2 hits.
Oof.
At least the 10s don't do anything on hits.
Yeah. All right.
8 and 5.
All right, nope. 2 go through then.
Oh no, wait, you said 2 go through. Oh, these are damage, right? Damage rolls. So 6 and 3.
So 3 is 1 damage, and 6 is 1 damage and a shock. So he's got 2 wounds left, and he's got a shock on him.
All right. So now he has to figure out which infantry are in the vehicles because we didn't mark the tanks. So we'll also do his movement this turn.
So I moved my tanks up here.
Put an activation token there next to him.
Yeah.
The center guy, he lost 2 rifle teams, right?
Yes, yeah, he had 2 rifle teams in there, and they're dead now.
Yep. And then other things, he placed orders on them. He placed that was the order.
Yeah, that was their order.
Order on that infantry, and then orders on the 21 centimeter mortars. And then we forgot about heavy shock from the artillery, but that was your do 2 actions, right? Or do 3 actions?
So he's gonna, they're gonna move up, and then they
shoot
can
twice.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot 2 times.
Okay.
So, which they can do with the order token. So they're gonna use maximum effort is what it's called.
Yep.
So we're gonna fire 2 shots, and I'm gonna put them both into probably the
You should be able to see all 3
slaver. I'm thinking.
Okay. Yep. That sends most of my troops crazy.
Yeah, so go for the slaver. So these guys are just 1 shot apiece.
I will let you know the slaver has an armor of 10.
Does he?
Yes. That's what? It's a free upgrade from the Raider.
Okay. If I'm in range of the Grenadier, I'm going to shoot the Grenadier. Actually, I don't have very good odds of damaging that. These guys are kind of weak with their gun.
He has armor 8.
Armor 8. Okay, so I got a better chance.
But he has a defense of 5.
Okay, so I got good odds of hitting you. So let me just double check that I'm in range then. If I am, good point. I'm just barely in range of the scientist. So I guess we're shooting your big tripod after all, Scout. So I'm just gonna roll all 4
then
at
you can
once
see enough of them then. Yep. Yeah, go ahead and roll all 4.
I don't really know why I wouldn't. Okay, so
the 10 hits because he's an 8.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 1 hit.
Yep.
So now bonuses.
So now I roll my armor, which is where's my card? There it is. My armor is an armor of 6. What's your power?
At +2. So
I rolled a 10, which turns into a 12. So I take 1. I have to roll my chart. Do you mind pulling up the Martian chart for me real quick?
Hopefully the next page.
No, it's not. It's at the end of the Martian.
You're right. That's right. I would have put them all in one spot personally, but
it is a heavy tripod.
Yes.
Right. It should be. The Scout should be a heavy.
Right.
It doesn't say.
I guess I'm rolling this. Is how we were doing that, right?
Yep.
So I rolled a 1.
A 1 probably does nothing.
Glancing below, but you get a shock token.
Yes.
No damage.
Yep. We were talking about what shock tokens do. It's in a really weird place in the book. But how you get extra shock tokens without brain thought happy without dealing damage. Well, that's one way.
That's one way. All right.
So now I'm going to go on to my movement because actually I might not just turn off the camera. I might just. Am I within 15? I am not. But we are going to move slightly, targeting beam, and shoot. Now I'm within 15. So targeting beam automatically hits. We kind of cheated last turn. We're counting this as taller than the tripods, and I forgot. So they probably shouldn't have hit barrage, but I rolled a 10 on the crit anyway. So I have 2 shots with my heavy blaster. No, I missed entirely. It was a 1 and a 2. Oof. But that is him activating. So do you have an idea of what you want to activate next?
Yeah, I'm probably going to go with the oversletions.
Okay.
So go right over to these guys and go. Probably don't need to take advantage of my full movement. So I'm probably going to pose them up in the street here. Not knock all the roofs off the buildings.
That's fine.
And then I'm going to go ahead and just shoot everything, I think, into the Grenadier. If everything that's in range, if anything isn't in range, I'll probably put it into the Ravens. The only thing I figure might not be in range is the autocannon. So
I like the autocannon because it's got 3 shots, but it's got a shorter range and less power.
So 24 for the cannons. So all the cannons are in range. And the autocannon is not. So we'll put the autocannon into the Ravens.
Okay. They are hit on 6s.
Okay.
And they are flying. We're using the fly rule. So nothing special. No terrain bonuses, no nothing. They're taller than tripods. You can shoot them with your 21 centimeter mortars if you felt like it.
Oh, because they're like way up here?
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. So
6s. So you rolled
one of them.
One of them. All right. My armor is 2. So what is your power?
It actually has a power bonus of 2, so I imagine it's automatically pinned.
It automatically pins, so roll a d6 to see what happens.
All right.
A 1.
1. That's probably not that.
What does a 1 do to a drone? I know they have a chart.
Probably a 1 damage.
I need to print out the charts.
Yeah.
I go, yeah. Words are hard.
You get a glancing blow and a shock token. Okay, 1s are very bad.
Yes.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and dump the bigger guns then into the Grenadier.
Okay.
So, and the trees are in the way.
Yes, so he is a 6 with the trees.
All right, so here we go.
No, your dice are not.
A lot of misses here.
Your dice aren't doing really well.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Sorry.
That's fine.
All right, well, that's their activation then. I don't have anything else there, fortunately.
So I gave him the not double time, maximum effort rule, or order for the turn. So he is going to basically 2 barrages. I probably should wait till your infantry gets out, but whatever.
Oh well.
So first round, I need a 6 to hit because of the barrage roll. I got an 8 and a 13 on the shocked guy. So, armor.
Well, if you're doing a barrage, it doesn't. You just need to roll a 10 collectively. You ignore the armor.
Barrage ignores armor?
Sorry, you ignore the defense. I hit.
I rolled a 9 to hit. I rolled a 9 plus 4.
Armor 4 then. So
yeah.
Okay. So you got
power 2.
There.
Yeah, 1 hit on that guy.
Okay.
So power 2.
I got a 5,
which turns to a 7, which is less than 5, or more than 5.
Okay.
So now I roll to see what happens. That was cocked. Unless you want to take the 5, I don't care.
So all right, whatever you want to do. If it's cocked, go ahead and re-roll.
It was close enough on a 5.
Okay. That's another damage, another shock token. So he's got 1 wound left, and he's on his second shock.
And then the second barrage. We miss him this time, and we hit that guy.
Okay. Alrighty. And
It's 2. So that's a 4 total. Or no, you rolled 2, which is under 4, right?
yes, so I'm
But
good.
then I add 2 power to turn it to a 4. Do you need to roll equal to or less?
I think it's. Good question. I think we might have to look. Yeah. I thought it was equal to, but
We're gonna look up the rules.
Double check that.
Okay, the rule says you have to roll under, so equal or greater deals damage. So we roll an 8. What does an 8 do?
An 8 is 2 structure points. No shock, weirdly enough.
Interesting.
So he's down to 2 wounds.
Yep. And I forgot he got hit with heavy shock, so that's why he has 3 shock tokens and he has 1.
All right.
But that is the Grenadier, so now we're on to you.
All right. So
we'll turn the camera off and let him figure out where he's moving.
Yeah. All right.
The 87V commander, or the company commander, is firing a creeping barrage onto both of them. So he spent 3 there and then 2 there to hit both of them. So the first one hits these 2 tripods, so you roll to hit.
Yep.
It's a 10. What's your barrage power?
The barrage power on that I think is a 6. Let me double check.
You rolled double 9s. You definitely hit.
Okay, it is 6 though for the record, and it's heavy shock. So both go through.
My Raiders have a armor of 6.
Okay, well it's 7, so they automatically wound, I guess. It's plus 7 on the power.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
yeah.
Now you roll to see if you wound him.
All right. A 10 and a 4.
10 probably makes 1 explode, and I think the 4 does nothing.
Yeah, 10 is probably not good for you. I should just open this on my phone. They're light tripods. A 9 on a light tripod is they lose D5 structure points. If it destroys the tripod,
it's a 10.
It may explode. Well,
9 plus.
Yeah. So I'm going to do D5 structure points to you. So I'm doing 7. I guess you have that, right? So 3.
Yeah, you roll a D10 and you
have
so
it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You roll a 3?
I roll a 7.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You do 4.
Okay, I do 4. Is that the wound total on that?
That is a total to get rid of one of the Raiders.
Okay, and then if I kill it with this,
yes,
all elements, both friend or foe alike, within 4 inches of the tripod are caught in the explosion and suffer 1 hit with a power level of +1.
Okay, so does the Raider tripod who got hit take another one? No, with a 1 he bounces, but he takes a shock. Does this tripod get hit? 4. No. 1 to 4 on light tripods, if I remember correctly, is nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Depends what.
They're light tripods.
Well, you're rolling your armor save, I think, right?
Oh yeah, I guess I get to roll my armor saves.
Yeah, you're rolling your armor.
Shoot, I think yeah, I rolled underneath. Sorry, I was just assuming it was an automatic go through the armor.
Oh yeah, no.
So I made my save, so I don't actually take the shocks.
Okay, you're all good then. All right, well we're gonna do the same thing again.
And it hits these 2.
Yes.
So again, looking for.
And it hits this guy twice. That's right.
That'll hit the center guy
Here
twice.
we go.
So 9 and 6 plus.
Plus, again, it is, I forget, was it 6 on that? Yeah, it's barrage 6.
Yep.
So they both hit again.
And you go straight through my armor.
Go right through your armor.
And it's heavy shock, so.
Heavy shock. And I got 2 through, so I'll just. An 8 and a 1.
1 does nothing but get another shock, and then I don't know what 8 does.
8 is you lose 2 structure points and receive a shock token. And these are heavy shock, so.
Yep. I already put the heavy shock token.
Oh, okay, cool.
So he got 1 from the heavy shock, 2nd from heavy shock, damage, heavy shock, and then the failing, dodging.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now with the last tripod.
No, you already did.
Wouldn't he be getting hit twice?
Yeah, you already hit him twice.
Okay, I see. Yes, and that guy would be once. Okay.
Yeah, you rolled each artillery death separately.
Right.
That's why you rolled 2 dice the first time, blew this guy up, shot.
Yeah.
The second time you rolled for each of those guys.
Right. Okay. Cool.
Then there's your template
Just
back.
making sure we're doing
Yep.
all right.
And I'll put
Pretty good.
put my HP on him here in a moment. He took 2, and I think he only has 4. So I'm down 1 tri-link, but I still have 1 intact. So he will actually get Ranger will get +1 initiative next turn for taking down a tripod. And that is probably his best solution for taking those guys out. But you are down to what, 4 command points?
4 command points. That was very costly.
I mean,
Probably worth it.
yeah. I'll have to look up how shock tokens work on vehicles now, because that's a lot of shock.
That's a
on them.
lot of shock.
I might have to spend some turns with them standing there to
Yeah. You might have. Yeah.
give them the removal order. Anyway, I'm gonna go on to my movement or my activation now.
Cool.
Raider's all shocked up. Only 2 structure points left, so he actually can't do anything until he removes it. For my activation, he ran up to start looking at the objective, and he used a rally action. Ranger and I talked about it. It's really, he loses all his actions because he has more shock than he has structure points left, because he's a vehicle, which means he gets no actions. But we agree that you should be able to at least rally,
Yeah.
because that'd be really stupid.
Yeah. That's obviously intended that way.
Yep. But
And-
now we got some artillery.
Yes, we're going to do a barrage over here, which is going to go right on the top of this unit.
Yep.
And 3 dice. They have a barrage of 2, but
It adds all of them.
it adds all of them. So I guess it is only 1 die probably.
No, you
per guy,
add all the barrage power together, but you roll for each guy.
Right. All right. So I only need 4s on these.
And you got it. You
so
hit all 3.
Every single one hits.
My armor is 5.
Okay. They are +3 with super heavy gun, which I don't remember when
It's +1, I think, against vehicles.
Right.
It might be +1 against drones. It's under the special rules.
Yeah. Super heavy.
Is that under the barrage template as well for super heavy gun? Super heavy?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, it's only underneath that, ironically.
Okay.
I don't know why. Okay, it is +1 to the total of any barrage fired. Wait. When rolling on the damage chart against an element. Okay, so it's when we get to the damage chart.
Okay. It's when you get to the damage chart.
Okay.
So I have armor 5. You have power 3, which means you just need to roll 2s to hurt me.
You need to roll under. Right?
Yes. Sorry. I'm rolling.
The reverse saves.
So I'm looking specifically for 1s. So I don't.
So I'll punch through, and then this is where this comes in. So I roll
On the damage chart.
2 dice and apply the higher roll to the damage chart. So I'm going to have to roll these 3 chunks here.
Start with him.
So first guy in the front gets a 9, which is he's
Explodes.
he's destroyed, and then I roll a 7+. All elements, both friend and foe alike, within 2 inches of the drone are caught in the explosion and suffer 1 hit with power level of 1.
Okay, so we will do that here in a moment, but he's toast, and then this guy.
This guy.
6 and 9, he explodes.
Yep.
And then last drone.
A 1 and an 8.
Okay, what does 8 do?
An 8 is you take 1 structure point and take a shock token.
Okay, they have 2 structure points, but then everything is going to get.
Yeah, and then on a 7+, he might have taken another damage, right? Was that what it said? I gotta pull
I
it.
don't know.
Shoot. I shouldn't have. That's going to be on
Drones. It was an 8.
Oh, but the first thing I rolled there on a 7 plus all elements, both friend or foe. So okay.
Oh yeah, the first guy exploded.
And it doesn't happen.
Okay, and then the second guy exploded on a 9 as well.
Oh, he did. You're right. And that's a 4 as well. So that doesn't happen.
So they actually don't explode, or they don't blow up.
I guess they don't explode. So yeah, they die, but they don't explode.
Yep. Cool. So that's lucky for me. On all things, it's also lucky for you because my heat rays for your tanks are disappearing.
They also have a command on them, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the.
You're gonna do maximum effort?
I'm gonna do maximum effort and shoot again. I mean, I could technically see one Lobototon, but I don't know how you want to play with that.
I mean, if you're doing
one gun can see it, but the other ones can't.
It says only one guy in the team needs a spot for artillery.
Oh, okay, so I guess we'll drop that on the template there. So
okay. So you already counted that for your command points?
Yes.
Okay.
So any command points on the table are ones I've spent.
Okay.
So
it is 2 command points to use that though. The maximum effort.
Oh, it is. Okay. Well then, I'm down to 3 then.
Yep.
So here we go.
You're looking for what's your barrage? You're looking for 4s.
6. Yes. So you
hit
3 of them hit.
Yep. You hit these 3. My defense or my armor is 4, which is automatic.
Right. Well, plus 3 power, right? So yeah, it punches right through your armor.
And you take out 3 of them.
And yeah, they just die. There's no shenanigans there on a chart.
Boom. 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 Oh, actually, they're dug in still.
Ooh.
So you have. So I have.
You can survive.
I have to roll on 1. So we'll start with the gray squad here. Nope. And then brown squad. Yes, he does. And it was heavy shock.
Yeah, that's heavy shock on that. Okay. Or no, it's not. It's super heavy gun. It was the train that was heavy shock.
Oh, okay. So no shock token then, because they're.
Yeah, all good.
They're zombies. So there's 2 zombies and 2 heat ray drones. He's down to 1.
Wow, that was brutal.
Yeah, that's what artillery's for. So I will mark him up, and then we will go on to the Martian turn.
All right.
Or Martian movement. Okay, we did all our movement. I think we did. Yeah, we already did all the artillery. So I have my guys moving up. Oh, yep, he's dug in. Oh, I probably need to check to see if they'll run at the end of the turn, because they have a morale 3. So we'll look at that. He rallied, and then the last 2 things basically, he moved up all his infantry and dug in. They did a double time, and I have to shoot with them, and I'm going to shoot with him. So he's going to fire his heat ray into the Oberschließen with the Autokanonen. So he has a, what's his
defense 4.
I rolled a 4.
Perfect.
So then you have to make a save, and you have to re-roll this.
Yes.
Because I have a heat ray.
Right.
And my power is 3.
Okay, so I need to roll a 4. And I roll over immediately. So punch through, and I got the wound chart here.
9.
Vehicle takes 2 structure points. All right, and he only has 4 structures, so he's got 2 wounds left.
Okay, but no shock, right?
No shock.
And then the 3 Raven drones are going to fire at the infantry squad that did a double time.
Yes, and they are defense 5.
I get 2 shots apiece. And I hit with 3 out of the 6.
Okay. And then
I have no power on these.
No power. Okay. I only have an armor of 4, so.
You save 2. One goes down.
All right. Take out this guy. I imagine. Do I get a shock for losing a model?
We'll take a look at that, because now we're at the end phase and we need to see what happens to all the shocks. What happens to that guy? I think they're still okay, but yeah, we're gonna go check the end phase and then we'll update everyone again.
All right.
Man, that's confusing. All right. So how it works is, I'll do these guys first. My morale. I lost more units than I started the game with, so I add. So my morale check on the Lobototons is a 3. So I need to roll a 3 or better for that guy to stick around. But I also subtract 2 from my die roll because I lost 2 guys this turn. So I rolled an 8, subtract a 3 is 5, so they are still good. This guy, the drone, has a morale of 3, but he lost 2 and has a shock token. So I roll a 9 minus 2 for the guys. So 7 and then 1 for the shock token. 4. Where that is, whatever. So he is good. Now, we had a lot of discussion about, does he have to roll morale? No, he doesn't. He has shock tokens equal to his structure points. It has to be more shock tokens than structure points. However, his tanks. His unit has more shock tokens than he has structure points, and units left available. There's a chart. You have to, if yes, then do this. If no, then check this. If yes, then you do this. But he gets a roll for each one individually. So that tank has to make a morale check of 5.
Yes, they're both 5, but then this one's at a -3, so 2. So not making it, so he is just removed.
Yep, he is destroyed. He is routed.
This guy's only got a -1 to this. So.
Yes. That's a 10.
All right. Okay, well, it is also the end of the turn now.
Yes,
so we need to roll the objectives to see where it is.
Yes, exactly. So now, well, I actually didn't even check the scenario. Who actually rolls first?
That's a good question because we're both holding one right now, and I don't remember it mentioning that.
So, trap. Fall through checks. It says during the results effects. So I will say whoever rolls first is the guy who had the initiative. Sound good?
Sounds.
It doesn't clarify.
Works for me.
So I had the initiative, so I'll roll first, which is bad for me but good for you.
Yeah.
So I need a 7.
Unless you get lucky, and then it's good for you.
No, it is not. So that objective goes.
Okay. And then I need a 5.
You need a 5.
Okay.
That's it in. So that objective, you pull that objective from the table, and we pulled this one. So now that tank has the objective.
Uh-oh.
So now I need to knock him out, and then run over there and grab the objective.
And I need to get off the table?
You need to get off the table, yep.
Okay.
So now we're going to roll for initiative. I lost 1 tripod, so he gets +1, but I still have a tri-link. 1, 2, 3. So I also get the bonus. Is there any other initiative bonuses that you know?
There's a chart of a bunch of them. I don't know if any are going to apply right now.
The destroyed tripod is the only one I know.
For each order token, and nope, just as destroyed tripod unless I want to spend command points.
Is there any bonuses for me for tripod? Just having a
having a tripod active.
Okay.
So you get 1.
So
for
we
each
are tied. So we're straight up dice.
All right, here we go.
I rolled a 6.
Rolled a 3. Okay. Oh, you got the first activation.
I do have the first activation, so we are killing a tank. But first,
hopefully not.
But first, I gotta pull my tokens and then figure out which guys try to kill the tank.
All right. Sounds good.
Forgot to mention my issued orders. Did you issue orders on him?
No, I did not.
Okay, so I issued maximum effort on him, and then my free maximum effort is on my grenadier. He moves up. He is targeting beaming the artillery because that was dumb and I don't like them.
Fair.
And then he's gonna try to shoot into the tank because we want that objective. That's intelligence. So I have 2 rapid fire. Oh, maybe I should have assaulted. Whatever. I'm shooting. Rapid fire 2.
Right.
1 and 9. So 1 hits. Power 2.
Power 2. He's an armor 4.
That's 10. So I deal potentially 1 point of damage. So
yes, and I've got that bookmarked right here.
7.
I'm sure that killed him.
I think 7 and 8.
It is 1 structure point.
And a shock, right?
And a shock. Yes.
Okay, well, guess what?
He's got 1 wound left. So
and he's got maximum effort.
Do it again.
Let's do it again. Ironically, I could targeting beam a different unit.
I mean, you could. I suppose you probably should target beam the A7V.
Yeah, I'm going to targeting beam the A7V. That's a little weird.
That's cool though. I like that.
So he targeting beam him for the artillery, and then he's targeting beam them. But I get accurate.
Get accurate, so +1. So they both hit.
Add 1 to the die roll when determining if they hit. Yeah, so you both hit. So power 2 in them. Nope. Well,
all right, he's dead. So now,
not unless I roll snake eyes.
You're right.
I don't. I rolled a 9 and a 4. Oh, 9 explodes.
Ooh, and that might hurt you.
Does it actually explode?
I think it does.
I think we forgot that.
Oh, it's a 10. It explodes.
Okay.
And it wouldn't actually have hurt you.
Okay, so it doesn't explode like a Martian.
Also, for future reference, you always do a wound no matter what.
Okay, so it's the Martians that have the ability to...
Yeah, they can glance.
Okay.
So. All right, so the order is back down.
And boom.
I'm going to pull these shocks.
And he is done. So now the infantry are going to run up and try to grab it again.
Where is your token?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Ranger and I were also talking. We're glad that it's in the center because it's the cooler spot than, oh, look, I'm over there and run away. Or right there would also be a good fight, but I'm glad it's in the center because now he gets to shoot his main guns into big things.
All right. Well, speaking of shooting guns into big things, I'm probably going to just dump my mortars into your scout.
Direct fire or artillery?
I'm going to do the barrage because I hit you on 10s otherwise, which is very brutal.
And you get +6 to hit, I'm hit on 8s otherwise.
Yeah, hit on 8s.
And you increase your chance of dealing damage with the super heavy.
Right.
So it is better.
It is, but on the other profile, I do get +4 power, which is pretty nice.
True, but my armor's only
anyway.
6. Yeah, you can only hit him.
Yeah, I figured just...
Oh, 1 die.
1 die, you're right.
7 + 6.
Plus 6.
No, that's 1.
Oh, but they have super heavy gun, so...
No, super heavy gun is damage chart.
It's also on the barrage.
Oh, is it?
Yes, let me double check that.
Yep.
It should be the next page.
It's his first time using the models. It's like his 3rd time playing the game. It's my 3rd time playing the game. Second time.
Yeah.
I have 1 more game on him.
Yes, you do. You are the master here. Somewhere.
Master Katie. That reminds me, I'm hungry. Anyway.
Am I not in the advanced roll? Oh, here we are. Here we are. So, when rolling on the damage chart, that's one of them. And then also, any guns with super heavy gun add +1 to the total of any barrage.
Okay, so you had barrage 7, so you actually do hit. Because you're barrage 2 each gun.
Yes.
And you add to the total, which is 7.
Yeah.
See, you actually do hit.
Barely, but I did get a hit through. So
And what's your power on the artillery?
This is +3 for the barrage.
Okay, so my armor is 6, so I need to roll a 1 or 2. I rolled a 9. Nope, you go damage.
And you don't have very many wounds, so if I roll high, I could take you out.
Yep.
So we got a 1. Okay, probably a glance.
Yep, 1 to 2 on heavy tribal.
Yeah.
I remember 1 to 4 on the scout raiders and 1 to 2 on the big guy. I don't.
He's just bouncing fire left and right. All right.
We're gonna
do an activation token here.
We're gonna activate. Oh, where'd my template go? Okay. Well, I had a fancy Flames of War template that I seem to have lost. He's gonna move up basically 8, and then that puts him in range 2. So his double time. His first action is to move up. His second action is to move, and then he's artillery in the artillery.
That's fair. I do the same thing.
So I have. I need 6s.
Okay.
Whiff, whiff, whiff.
Ugh, ouch.
That's fine. You whiffed on him.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, are the barrage is not heavy shock over there, right?
No.
Okay, and the heavy shock doesn't apply there because of he missed.
All right, sounds good.
So we are now on to your activation.
All right, my activation. I'm gonna go ahead and take my Command A7V. He's gonna roll up here, just so he can see your dude. And I'm going to hit you with train artillery.
It takes 2 actions.
I think it's only 2 actions if you use the
double. If you double it up,
I'll double check.
Yep.
But I believe that's what I read. So maybe. So let's see. 3 order tokens to call and fire. Place a barrage template anywhere at the line of sight. Then, if the German player desires, you can spend 2 more order tokens. This takes. Okay, wait. So it is touching the first barrage for each additional order token spent. This takes both actions of the field commander.
I think that's for the entire order.
It could be for the entire order.
I think that's how it's supposed to be. So you're too busy calling in coordinates.
That makes sense. I'm fine with it.
Okay. But you can shoot me still.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and just shoot you one time then. Yep. So here we go.
Need an 8. You got a 10.
Got a 10.
Power?
+2 on the A7V gun.
So hang on. Nope.
That's right. You roll it.
Nope. Didn't get it. You got a 9.
Okay.
Now you roll damage. 4.
That might do a wound.
I think it does a wound. And a shock, maybe.
I open the special character every time. He's a heavy tripod?
He is a heavy tripod, yes. He should be a heavy tripod.
He is lightly damaged. You take 1 structure point.
No shock?
No shock.
All right, so he is down to 5. All right, and so that is your activation, so put a token on him. And I'm going to put the camera down because I need to figure out what I'm doing next. Well, it's going to take me a turn to get up there. Because the Ravens, even though they're fast, they can't take it. They fly. The Raven drones are angry. The drone controller, he's taken over. He's within 18 because they have the extended drone control range. I lost my dice. 2, 4, 6. And we didn't like that artillery, so we're going to try to polish it off. So what do you hit on normally?
I'm a 3 defense on these guys.
So hitting you with artillery was really dumb. It's just I had no line of sight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All of them hit. Ooh. So 2 per guy.
Yes.
No power.
I have a armor of 4. So this guy, he dead. This guy, dead, and the last guy, dead.
Okay.
They only have 1 wound each. 25 points, same cost as the tanks. Really powerful gun, but no durability.
If you could, yeah, it's the fact that I had the Raven drones as well.
Yeah.
Like, I had to counter battery it and miss. The fact that I have a guy that flies 18 inches and just doesn't care.
That is probably, as far as I can tell, the best counter in the entire game to the mortars that I'm seeing is Raven drones, which is fine. I think it's a good. I think it's a good counter to them.
Absolutely. Best counter to these guys, flamethrowers.
Yeah.
I found that out. If you watch my battle report, that was a really dumb thing to run, and that's why I actually like the armored cars, because you give them flamethrowers and they drive around like 8 inches.
But you can give the A7Vs flamethrowers too, so you could have...
Yeah, but I like the big gun on the A7Vs.
But you could put a whole unit of A7Vs filled with flamethrower infantry.
That is true. That is true. That is tempting.
Just dump out 6 flamethrowers.
Yeah, that's how you deal with
Pretty cool.
So that was my 2 activations, so now you're on to you.
Yes, I am just going to go ahead and activate the tanks over here. I think it's probably the smart thing to do, and I got, the Grenadier is something I'm not looking forward to taking a direct shot from, but you also have a crap ton of Lobotomons, and I don't know what I want to do. I think maybe I'm going to have to shoot the Grenadier, even though I don't want to get into melee with
the Grenadier is the easier one to deal damage to because the Slaver has that armor of 10.
Right.
That's a little crazy in my opinion.
Right. It's either that or my other option is I just forego shooting this turn and try and move towards the objective, but I'm going to...
Why would you... You can still move and shoot. You can't.
That's true.
You didn't give them orders the whole time.
You're right.
So we'll set the camera down and let him move?
Yeah. All right. So...
Shooting. He moved his guys up, obviously. Mm-hmm. He's got 3 main guns here with the autocannonen into the Grenadier. And he can split his fire based on the rules. Well, not his different weapon systems. So all the machine guns from those 3 tanks are going into Black Squad. It's the edge of the base. Black Squad's getting shot by machine guns, and his main gun is going into the last heat ray drone.
Exactly.
So, just explaining that real quick. 2
more dice. So... Here we go with the machine guns into the Lobotomons.
Okay, I'm dug in, which is +1 defense, I think?
Yes.
Your token actually says, mine didn't.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember my dug in tokens?
Oh, that's right, yes. So I'm hitting you on what now?
Defense is 5. Woods is... I guess you can see him clearly. I would say you can...
Yeah.
We're going to go with Flames War and Team Yankee rules, where if you see one guy, you can see them all.
Okay.
Clear. So 5s.
5s. So...
1 miss. Oh, 2 miss.
2 misses, yes.
Okay, so you hit 4 times?
Yep, and the machine guns actually have +1 power.
Yep.
But you have a feel no pain against this.
Ooh, I do, because it's +1 power. All right, so we'll do... Where do you want the 4th assigned hit?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just...
So I make my save, right, and then I feel no pain. Yes, when damaged. So I have a defensive... Our armor of 4 goes up to 5 because of dug in. Okay, 1 save, now I do a feel no pain. Or ignore pain. Nope, it needs to be an 8, so he goes flat. Then I'll roll these 2. I roll a 6 and a 2. So this guy's good. Now, does he ignore the damage?
He does,
nope,
right?
Nope, it's 8. 8 plus.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said 7.
Nope,
okay.
It's 8.
All right. That's cool. They have a feel no pain. I like that.
Yep.
So we'll go into the cannons now.
Yep.
So this 1 cannon over here is going to shoot the heat ray drone.
Okay. That hits. My defense is, or my armor is 5. What's your hit?
+3 for the 5.7 centimeter.
Goes through.
All right.
Might do damage on the drone.
What'd you roll?
You rolled
a 1. Sorry. I rolled a 1. Yeah, this is where we find out if drones can glance. Drones can glance.
Yes.
So you glance, but you do get a shock.
Which means he can't do anything now.
Unfortunate.
He can't, because he would absolutely move up and heat ray.
Right. Okay, then these 2 cannons into the Grenadier.
Yep. My defense is... Oh, look at the Slaver. It's 5, 6 from the woods, but you hit.
Okay, both hit. And then +3 to this.
Yep, my armor is 8. So those are both 5, so it's good.
Yep. And then finally the autocannon, which is 3 shots into the same tripod.
6, 8, and 4. So the 4 misses, and you got 2 more hits.
Yep.
These are 2?
And yeah, power 2 on the autocannons.
So, yep, they both hit.
Okay. So we got 2 there.
Ooh, 9.
9 is
2
probably pretty bad
does
for
nothing.
you. 2 is probably a glance. So, is he a medium tripod? Yeah, he's right there in the picture, actually.
It actually doesn't say on... Oh, yeah, he is medium.
You take no damage, but you get a shock.
From the 2.
Yes, and then the 9 is D5 structure points for 5.
He's still good.
He's still good, okay.
Well, I mean, he's not good.
Oh, D5 plus 2 structure points.
That gets him.
Okay, and then after that, on a 7 up, all elements within 4 inches. So, okay.
Did they take a hit?
Are caught in the explosion, suffer 2 hits with a power level of +2. So then that would be rolling the saves.
So armor saves on the Lobotomons. It's power 2,
Yes.
and I have to roll less, but I'm dug in, so that's good. Lobotomons. 1 fail. There. 2 fail, and it's power 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that squad's gone.
Oh, that was catastrophic.
Yep, you take an entire squad of Lobotomons. Now the Slaver, he takes 2 hits. He's good.
So I'm learning that in this game, you want to keep infantry elements away from vehicles.
You had from Martians.
Yes, for the Martians, yeah.
Again, this is... I'm not a big fan of Lobotomons, honestly.
Yeah.
They're slow and they can't shoot very far. So far.
Yeah.
Good, that means I don't have to print and paint anymore.
They seem kind of hard to implement. I'm not sure how you get them down there.
But you've also, the fact that you've been rolling lots of 9s and 10s when you actually do make it through. So my tri-link is broken.
Yeah, it's true. Whenever I've punched through, I've either rolled a glance or a 9, basically.
Yep. So now, but also, yeah, you've also rolled a lot of glances. So I'm gonna go with probably just rally him.
Okay.
That brings him down to 1 shock, so I think he can still move.
Yeah, I would think so.
So he's gonna move back here for now.
He could shoot too, but I don't.
No, because I had to spend an action to rally.
Oh, okay.
So he is activated. Do you have something else to move?
I think I just have infantry, so...
Okay. We'll let him figure out where he's moved his infantry and all that jazz, and if he shoots.
Okay.
All right, damage has been resolved there. That's real bad. So he moved his 2 infantry up. I've been in range of a flamethrower, so he's hitting me with the flamethrower, and he's going to fire his rifle.
So here's the rifle.
Nope, miss.
Okay.
The flamethrower automatically hits.
Yep.
So now I have to roll, and it's 2 plus power?
Yes.
6. Nope, I don't make my save.
Okay.
1, nothing.
All right, glanced.
That's a shock. Yeah, Ranger has either rolled glances or just straight up blown up a tripod.
It's really bad luck.
Yeah, he is doing the extremes. So now it is my go. And we will remove a shock from him with a rally, and then we will move him. I think I might be doing that out of order. Please let me know if I am. But he moves. Come on, number's 10. He moves 10.
Very fast.
I need to try and get one more tripod within range of him to reconnect my tri-link. So that is his activation. So now I'm to you.
Okay, I'm just going to activate this infantry squad right here.
Yep.
And we're going to basically not even move. I'll turn around just because it looks cooler.
Yep.
And then I'm going to shoot into the Raven drones.
Okay. Do you want to dig in at least?
Yeah, I'll dig in. So they dig in, which I'll put a token down, and then here is the Strata Fraquette.
8, that actually hits. Power?
And that is plus 2 on the power.
I can't make the save.
Okay. It's an 8.
On drones.
It's 1 wound and a shock.
Okay. They have 2 structure.
All right, and while you do that, here is the rifle. I roll a 4. I imagine that doesn't hit.
That does not hit. They have a defense of 6.
All right.
So, one guy gets a shock and a damage. Now, I guess we'll move him 10 inches. Around and up to the edge of the water, and that should be within 15 of your commander. So we're going to shoot your commander with 2 heavy blasters. 8 and 1, so the 1 misses, the 8 should hit.
Yep.
Power 2.
All right, I need a 2. Roll a 1.
Okay. Oh, now I roll damage.
Yes.
9.
Okay. I think that's just destroyed.
Yep, I think.
And then it kills the element inside.
Yep, it kills both of them.
Kills both of them. So that is my commander and his command staff.
Yep.
So they're
So
dead.
you can no longer make orders.
Yeah.
Which, good thing you're down to 3 command points.
Yeah, I know. I had one more railway artillery in me, but it's gone now.
Yep.
All right. Well, that leaves me with.
So I'm noticing from the couple games I've played, you don't slowly beat a model to death. It explodes.
At least the way we've been rolling.
That happened in my first 2 games too. The one off camera and the one previously on the channel. The models just explode.
Yeah, it's funny though because like 1 through 8 is not the model just explodes,
Yeah.
and then you roll a 9, and it, boom.
And like the tripods, they have a chance of glancing on 1 to 2 on the big guys, and 1 to 4 on the little guys, and he's still just like, I'm going to blow you up instead.
All right.
So that was his activation.
So I'll go with this infantry squad over here. I'm going to basically come around the corner here.
They're shooting ravens.
And we're shooting ravens.
That's not so raven.
All right, here we go. Stratofriquettes and rifles. So we'll do the rifles first.
Okay. Oh. Dice down, dice down.
Here's the rifles. Sorry. 5 and a 7.
5 and 7 hits.
1 hits.
Armor 2.
Nothing on a rifle. It's completely bare bones.
Nope, hits.
Goes through, really.
So, yep.
Oh, sorry, I got to pay more attention to what I'm doing here. 1 is just a glance.
Yep.
But you get a shock token.
Yeah. Ranger's not used to playing on camera, so that's fair.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm guessing you were going to try to put it on the guy who's already hurt.
Yes. And then the rocket.
Misses.
That's a miss.
So, yeah, I have Lobotatons in my slaver next, so we're going to figure that out. Move up with the slaver. Fire a heat ray with a sweep on the 3 oversolations he can reach. So heat ray sweep is less power, but actually hit multiple targets. And it doesn't, oh no, it still has the heat ray keyword, so I still make you reroll your armor. Nice. So we'll start with the 2 cannon ones. And for the record, that whole template has to be within my range of 12. So I can't try to go from the edge. It has to be wholly within, and that has to point towards my guy. So I hit you on 4s, right? Or 5s?
Oh, yes, sorry. They're 4s for the oversolations, yeah.
Hit both of them. Hit the 2 cannons, and then the autocannonen hits.
All right.
So power is +2 on the sweep.
All right, and then I have a armor of 8. So.
And I make you re-roll these.
So I have 1 on this guy.
Yep. Re-roll? Because of heat
Well,
ray.
it's a fail, isn't it? Because I rolled over. I need to roll under.
Yes, right. You do.
It's a fail.
My brain.
And he had 2 wounds on him, so I accidentally rolled that. So go ahead and roll to see what you do to him.
7. I think that's
He's
1.
probably dead. Maybe.
No, I think it's 9 that blows up the tanks.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the fact that the 8 does D6, D5 damage.
Oh, you're right. So it's 1 damage and shock. So he's still rolling around. Okay, but he's got 1 wound left. And then same deal for the other 2 tanks here. So, okay, it goes through, and this one passes, but I re-roll.
Yep. And you still save. So it'd be the middle one?
I guess it doesn't.
Yeah, it was how the dice were laying. It was that.
Okay, that's fine with me.
Oh, damage on the...
So go ahead and roll your damage.
10. He
10.
blows up.
Ooh, he's toast. That is probably an instant death, I imagine, and he might explode on a...
I don't think the German tanks... The K-Wagon might explode, but I don't think the other...
it does explode, but it doesn't do damage. It would have just... If he was carrying troops, he would have...
Yep.
He would have... Yeah.
So I think that was his shock token as well.
Yeah, so he is dead, and there goes his shock. All right.
Okay, that's his activation. So now we're on to, what, 2 more stands of infantry? Oh, no, 1 more stand,
just one
he activated.
Yeah, just 1 stand of infantry, and then I'm done. Yep. So I'll go ahead and move these guys. They're
Don't worry, you'll just blow him up next
Where's
turn.
my measuring tape?
I don't know where
Disappeared. There it is.
It was in the book.
I was using it as a bookmarker, and now I don't know what I was bookmarking.
Probably the Martian.
Probably, yeah. if I go this way, I might be able to shoot him, but I'm not going to be moving towards the objective really. But I'm going to do it anyway. So they're going to just move up the road.
You apparently just need to make one shot through and then I blow up.
Apparently, that's what's going on here. Except for this tank right here, he's taken multiple hits.
Yeah, I guess that
And
one.
this guy too.
Well, no, that guy hasn't taken any damage.
Oh, that's right.
Oh no, he has taken
He's
one.
taking glances.
He's taken 1 damage.
Yeah. But I just mean every time I wound him, I glance.
Yeah.
So anyway, here we go. We got 2 rifles into that.
Yep, that's a 5s.
A 10 and a 7.
That hits.
2 rifles hit. Okay. No power on this. So
10s.
For you, you got.
Oh right.
Oh, you have 10 armor.
Yeah, I have 10 armor.
Can I even wound you?
Yes.
Oh, I guess if you roll 10. Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Okay. What does a rifle do to a Martian tripod?
5.
Probably a wound.
It's a medium, so yeah, it's probably shock and a wound.
Yeah, I was bookmarking the drone or the tripod chart. A 5 on a medium tripod.
Yes.
You take 1 wound. That's it.
No shock?
No shock.
Okay, he's down to 7.
All right. And then
I apparently needed the rest of my slavers painted up just to be like indestructible wall of death.
yeah, that's 10 armor is nuts.
10 armor and 8 wounds.
So here goes the rocket.
Yep.
Oh, that is not the dice. I'm trying to move that out of the way. A 10. Holy crap.
If that hits, do I make my, and it's 2 power?
Yeah, 2 power.
I make my save
You're
this
good.
time. The rifle,
I'm throwing the houses around.
it's a good thing it's a 3D printed ones. Those are cheap. Yeah, you did one. Yeah, that's impressive.
Ironically, the rifleman squad did more damage than the rocket launcher.
I'm going to see if these guys are in range to shoot. They'll definitely have to be making morale checks at the end of the turn.
All right.
Okay, so I just moved my 2 Lobotomons up. They're both going to shoot at the tanks. I know I'm supposed to do them separately, but I don't care. They're one guy's left, and they're probably going to run this next turn.
Shooting at the autocannon, I imagine.
Yeah, this one will shoot at the autocannon. We'll do it one at a time then, since you're talking like that. 1 hit. Because you're hit on force, right?
Yes.
No power.
I rolled a 3.
You're good. And then 2 more shots at the autocannon. 2 hits.
Okay. They have 2 shots each. That's pretty good. Okay, he's dead.
Yeah, because one always does damage, right?
Yes, on the tanks.
Okay.
They have no glancing, so. All right, there goes an overstation.
All right, so now we're gonna check our morales, and then we'll roll those on camera.
All right.
No morale checks for the Germans, but I have to make morale checks on him. He's a 3 up. He lost no more units this turn and has no shock. He's good. He has to make a morale check. It's a 3 up, -1 for the shock token. He's good. He needed to roll like that would have been a 4. He lost 2 units, or they lost 2 units. It's a squad of people. So it's a 3 minus. So they run because it's a 3. I needed to roll at least a 5. So they are gone. So the Grenadier exploding did a lot more damage. It took out 2 full Lobotomon squads. No, almost 2 full Lobotomon squads. But now we are on to end phase. You're going to pick up the objective, right?
Yes, I'll pick the objective up. So it's back in the hands of these Germans.
Yep. But then we roll for initiative.
Sure do.
I don't get a bonus. You get a bonus because you blew up my tripod.
Yeah, I get 1 for each tripod destroyed, which I only killed 1 this turn, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I rolled a 7, and you rolled a 9. You rolled a 10, so you get to go first.
Yes.
So I'm going to pull activation tokens, and then we will get to movement.
Yes.
He probably has a certain order he wants to move stuff in, or activate stuff in. He also gets maximum effort.
Yes.
Which I believe he can still assign that order.
I think I still can, yeah.
He can't use the rest of his command points because he has no platoon leader and he has no. Oh no, your platoon leader's here.
No, that's a squad of infantry leader. I mean, can he take control?
He was he within? We're gonna look at that real quick. I think it's a die roll, but we'll look at that while we pull tokens and figure order. So there was no range for the formation leader or the platoon leader when the commander died, but he has to roll a 7+.
Yes. Okay,
he does.
so I got it.
Then you lose D5 command points.
Yes, which is probably just going to clean my...
Yep, you lose...
So I'm out of command points.
That's fine. But you still have your formation commander.
Yep.
And then now we're going to go on to movement.
Yes, all right.
Maximum effort on the infantry who have the objective. They're flamethrowing backwards into him.
Yes, so here's the flamethrower. I guess you just...
Oh, you auto hit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a 7 because you're +2, right? Mm-hmm. Yep, that goes through.
Okay, it's going to be a 2.
That
so
should be a
probably,
glance.
I don't even look at the glance.
It's glance with a shock.
Yes. All right, we got it down at least on that one.
Yes.
And then I'm going to fire one rifle over here.
Okay. Miss.
All right, it misses.
And then they're going to move another 6.
And then they're going to move another 6. They're going to try and get off the table, but what's going to happen is they're going to run into the loving arms
Of the Ravens.
Of Raven drones.
Now, I can't assault with my Ravens, but they're going to turn around and blast them.
Yes.
So that's actually what we will do. I want to check this.
You want me to turn around for a cool dynamic pose?
Yep. Dynamic effect.
I'm also going to do you a favor and move you right there so you can pick that thing up.
They can't take objectives.
Oh,
They're
you're
flying.
right. Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's fine. They're going to do their stuff, kill them, and then he's going to run up and grab it.
Cool.
So that's what they're going to do. They're going to fly up there, and then they're going to shoot. You're hit on 4s?
Yeah. 5, actually. Sorry.
Oh, with infantry? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Okay. So I hit you. Each guy gets 2 hits.
All right, that's probably not going to go well for me.
No power.
I'm just going to roll all of them at once because there's no way I'm surviving. I fail
2?
3 of them, or 2 of them, yeah, so they're dead.
They're both gone.
Yeah.
And then the objective drops,
Objective is right there next to the Ravens.
which I can't pick up. With
Can't pick up.
So now we're on to the Germans again.
Yes, because that's how this game works.
Yeah.
All right, these guys are pissed off about what you did to their friends.
Yep.
So we're going to fire a rocket into the Raven.
Yep.
That's going to be a miss.
Yep, they're hit on 6s.
And then 2 rifles.
Miss. Or is that a 7?
That's 7 actually.
7 actually hits.
Yes.
So I have a 1-up save. Miss.
All right, and then they're going to move after.
Well, no, I failed. So go ahead and roll the deal
You're
damage.
right, sorry. A 4.
That should kill one.
Yeah, because you got a wound on him, right? Yeah, so he should.
I think it's a 1 is only glancing on the drones.
Yeah.
But I lose my 2 shock tokens.
Yes, and then after moving, I'm gonna, because you can move after shooting, which is kind of weird actually.
I actually do like how you can just move and like you can do your actions in any order.
Yeah, it's kind of cool because you can like shoot your tanks and then scoot around a corner.
Yeah. Or you can move up your infantry and deploy them, and then they get to do stuff.
Yeah.
It's the one problem with a lot of games, I feel like.
Yeah.
But I think the game's supposed to be balanced around that. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, it should be as no surprise.
And he's still undamaged, right?
Oh, he has 5 wounds left.
5 wounds left. Okay, so he's taking 1 wound.
Yep.
I don't think I'm going to take him out unless I get really lucky.
Well, you've been getting really lucky.
That's true. Eventually my luck's going to run out, right?
So he's gonna shoot his targeting beam at the Oberschlesens and then shoot them.
Fair enough.
I thought about rallying him, but nah. 1 hit.
Okay.
Power 2.
Power 2. That's a 5.
+2 is 7, so I think you're good.
Good.
All right, and that's my turn.
All right. I'll just go.
My activation.
Yeah. I'll go with these guys. They're just gonna walk over here.
Are you going to assault me?
That would be funny. But I want to use my rocket launcher, so no.
I was just asking.
It would be really funny. All right, so here's the rifle. Hits.
Yep.
And then the rocket hits.
Yeah, you hit me on 10. So, rifle. I think I'm good because my armor is 6. Yep. So I survived the rifle, and then the rocket goes through.
Okay, rocket's through. 7.
That's D5 damage, I think. Oh, it's a heavy tripod.
Heavy tripod on a 7. It's only 2 structure points.
Okay.
With no shock. It's actually not that.
I think on the medium
not that
tripods
bad.
it's D5.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And with no shock?
With no shock.
Okay.
Whew. So you've got to withstand the Oberschlesens, basically.
Yep. Okay, and then my next go will be this guy. He's going to move up slightly, and he's going to heat ray sweep both of them.
All right, sounds good.
So, hitting on 4s, right? I forget.
Yeah, they're 4s.
I hit both of them.
They're really easy to hit, but then they're tanky.
So, power 2 with a reroll.
With the reroll, yes. So that is a reroll.
Yep. You're good on 1.
Good.
So I hit the back guy.
Yep.
So what does it do? 7. What does 7 do?
Probably not something I wanted to do. Have it bookmarked. So that is going to be only 1 structure point.
Oh wow, okay.
So he's down to 3.
that is my activation on the slaver. So now you're up to probably the tanks.
Tanks, and I've got 1 infantry squad, and I'm done. So I'll go ahead and do the tanks, unsurprisingly.
Into the scout.
Yeah, I'm going to rotate.
Yep.
Get the machine gun in action here, which is going to cost me the movement on him because I had to do that. This guy did not move, so I'm finally going to get to use accurate for the first time in this game.
Oh, he has accurate?
He does.
Okay. So it's +1 to hit me.
So here we go. Accurate.
Okay.
Misses. And then the other gun on this guy misses. And then the machine gun.
4 machine gun shots.
We're getting 1 hit.
No, I'm hit on 8s.
Oh, you're right. Whew, God, they're hard to hit.
Yeah. That's why the flamethrower is so good against him.
Yeah.
It's like, forget it.
Yeah, free hit, and
you're dying.
he's not that. Oh God, we're both just.
Oh, I have to. I'll have to glue that back on him. Oh well, that's what super glue's for. So he lost his arm this turn.
Yeah, no heat ray this turn.
No, he gets his. No, he's keeping his heat ray. You son of a. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Pretty sure a church landed on it. I don't know.
I might actually grab my super glue while I turn the camera off.
Okay.
Super glue is being dumb. Won't dry fast enough. This guy, however, he moved up 10, not quite able to establish the tri-link, but he has 2 shots into the 2 infantry right there. I don't think they're dug in, because they moved.
Yeah, no, they're not. That should be gone, sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. You're hit on 5s?
They are hit on 5s.
1 hit.
All right.
Power 2.
Power 2, so I need to roll a 2. And I rolled a 2.
Your defense is 5?
Oh, defense is 4. You're right.
You needed to roll 1, so I got rid of 1.
Yes.
And you said your special weapon team, based how it's worded,
yeah,
always the last guy.
They pick it back up off the ground if they drop it.
So that is my action, so now he gets to go, which is 1 last infantry squad.
And all I really can do with them is maybe shoot a rocket at the tripod, but I don't even know for sure. I think I can, but the rifles won't be in range, so this just go up here. All right. So, rocket is in range. So, here we go.
You hit. I'm hit on 10, or hit on 8. So, AP power 2.
Yep.
Nope. Rolled damage. Ooh, that is on a heavy tripod.
D5 structure points.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. How many wounds do you have left? 3?
3.
Ooh, could do it. He's alive.
He takes 1.
1 wound, and he also gets a shock.
Okay. That he actually is. Guess what? He's more shocked than structure points left.
Well, you can rally, right?
Yes, but I still can't do anything. I can pick up the objective then, but that's about it.
Well, if you get the,
I can't get.
I'll get an order.
I can't. I don't have command points. I didn't reestablish my tri-link yet.
Shoot.
So yeah. All right. This is getting interesting. This is getting really interesting. I'm gonna do some more move. You're done, so I'm going to do all my movement and then I'll do my shooting on camera.
All right.
The Bonneton moves up. It's going to shoot into the infantry. Hits both of hits 2 from the Bonneton into the infantry.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Any
no power
on that? One's dead.
Yep, 1 rifle. Heat ray drone is going to fire into the Oberschließen, which he moved around the corner. Miss.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then I think that's the only shots I have because he is out of range of anything.
Right.
Oh, I guess he'd rallied to get rid of his last shock.
All right. So you just want to roll the initiative and then pull tokens?
Well, I have to do morales.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I think I have to see if he sticks around.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Can he just like flee completely?
I have no idea. I got to look that up again.
Well, let's roll it and see what happens first.
Yeah, I'm gonna. So does he stick around? It's equal to or greater. Yes, he's good.
Okay.
Does he stick around? He's good. The morale on the scout is a 3, which would go up to +5, 4, 7. What? Gotta find the morale page. Probably should print out the chart.
I don't think the big tripods are ever supposed to flee, really.
Okay, he does not have to take a shock. If he somehow got, or he doesn't take a morale check, if he somehow got to 7 shock tokens, then he would have to do to see if he routed.
Which would have been really bad because he's got like no morale for some reason.
Yeah, the tripods have 3. Hey, everything has 3 because everything they only have 3 fingers.
I guess. Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna roll initiative.
Yes. Okay, this is important. So you don't have an active tri-link.
I don't have an active tri-link, and you did not take out a
I did
tripod.
not take out a tripod.
Oh, and he's going to pick up the objective.
This is just at value. So, oh, I got a 1.
5. I got a 5. Ooh, excellent. All right, so I get, this might actually be the end of the game, because now I pick up the objective, I give him the maximum effort order, and I run 30 inches this way.
Yeah, and as we discussed off camera, I don't think I can physically catch him.
Yes.
I mean, maybe I could pin him with like some overschleessen shots, possibly.
So he gets all the way over here.
Yeah.
I reestablish my tri-link for next turn.
Yep.
And I would probably shoot the infantry on the way out.
Yeah.
And yeah, so...
Well, and even if I do take him out, you'll pick it back up with your Raider.
Yep.
And it's game.
Yep, so awkward left handshake.
Yes, that was a very good game.
I love that game.
That was fantastic.
It was so swingy back and forth. Like, he kept blowing on my tripods. Like, that was really bad for me.
Yeah.
With Ranger was saying off camera that it's like, oh, that looked like it was like swing the game for him, but I'm just like, nah, I still got tanks.
Yeah.
I still got big beefy models. Who cares?
Well, and when you took out the A7Vs in the middle too, I was kind of concerned.
Yeah, his artillery hitting here, and then the grenadier exploding right here.
Yeah.
Was like, ooh, those are really bad spots, and I'm just like, I'll just pummel you to death.
Yeah. My one like thing that I was counting on was the mortars right here, and then you ended up. Basically, I was hoping to take you out with tanks on the Raven drones. You just flew past everything and just smoked the artillery.
Yep. I mean, that's actually probably
a great maneuver. Fantastic. I mean, you can't obviously afford to sit there and just take 21 centimeter gunshots every turn. So that was great, though.
Yeah. No, I love this game, and I think if it was Battle Line, I think it would have been a lot worse. I don't know. Battle Line is where we just shoot each other. I think I would have been in trouble then. Maybe I would have spread out better, because I would have just used my some of my range and my advantage, my artillery.
Yeah.
I probably would have still done the maneuver with the Raven drones to take out the artillery, because I could not leave them alone. But
well, and then the other things for next time to remember. We'll keep the tripods away from the Lobototrons, but then also what I remembered is if you give a tripod an order, he gives it to all of his drones. So he could have actually done maximum effort
on the slaver
to all of his
and then all of my, like, not just that, because he had 3 Lobototrons or any of the other tripods.
Yeah, that
any other drones in order. So like I could have given maximum effort on him.
But it basically would have made him twice as fast.
Yes, and that's probably how you're supposed to play the Lobototon. So I'll have to give him a try again. If we did any rules wrong, or if we did the scenario wrong, please leave them in the comments down below. Probably the only people who would know that are the people who made the game. But thank you all for watching. Thank you, Ranger.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Please, there will be more Martian All Quiet on the Martian Front in the future. So if you like it, please subscribe. It really helps with the channel. And we'll see you all next time. Bye.